Welcome back. Joining me are Daniel Reuning and Tom Remenschneider from the Bach Collegium, and they're here to talk about their upcoming events. Good to see you both back on the show.
Nice to be here.
It's our delight.
The Bach Collegium. Tom, tell us a little bit about the group and how it got started. What is the Bach Collegium?
Well, we're in our 10th season. It's a group that's dedicated to performing the music of the time period of Bach, and a lot of Bach, with period instruments and with choir, and trying to find really the finest way of bringing that to the public.
Period instruments. So, Daniel, those are instruments from the Baroque era?
From the Baroque era,
Yeah.
That's right.
And is that how you define the uniqueness of your group, that you use period instruments always, only, or?
For our three major concerts each year, we use period instruments, and we're the only choral organization in Northeast Indiana that does that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's our niche in the arts community and what we have to offer.
And I would say that the instruments provide a distinct way of approaching the music, but they also inform how the choir sings the music. I think the way the choir sings is informed by use of period instruments. Don't you think?
Exactly right, yes.
And I mean, we're hearing music the way Bach and other Baroque composers originally heard it themselves.
To the best of our knowledge.
And so there must be a little bit of, I guess, truth in that, in terms of the music is played, I guess is informed and has sort of a balance that it would have had back in the Baroque era. And you mentioned that the choir also responds to the period instruments. And we were talking before the show that choir music actually began before orchestra music did.
Exactly.
Choir music has been with us for a long time. And so when these instruments were first developed, they were developed to accompany the voice, correct? And
that's the advantage.
Mm-hmm.
They were made to blend with the voices, and they do.
Yeah.
Actually, the very earliest instrumental music is music that was played what they call colla parte, playing the parts that the voices sing. And then it developed in its own right after that.
I see. So quite a unique thing. Is it hard to find people who know how to play these instruments, these period instruments from the 17th century here in Fort Wayne?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
We're very fortunate to have several in the Fort Wayne area that do play these instruments. The bookouts here at IPFW with their gambas.
Yes, Melanie and Russell.
Yeah, exactly. The Thompsons, who moved here from the university, the Indiana University. They're both graduates of that early music program. They're here. And who else is here?
The Reeves.
And the Reeves are here.
Right.
We're fortunate to have Patricia Reeves,
yes.
who is
the
a graduate of the
flutes.
with the flute, yes, and her husband, Derek, who is the principal violist of the Philharmonic, who plays Baroque viola.
Right. Oh my gosh. So it's quite a rare skill.
Yeah.
But those are a few. The others that we were able to obtain are from IU, School of Music, the early music program, and we use faculty, grad students, and graduates from that program.
Okay. Well, our audience is going to have a chance to hear the Bach Collegium coming up pretty soon. You guys are going to be doing Handel's Messiah. And Tom, why don't you tell us a little bit about that? You're going to be conducting.
Yeah, it's unique in that it's a sing-along Messiah. So the audience is the choir. So people come, we have music for them to use if they don't have their own scores, and we sit in sections, and I do a little introductory explanation. There's no rehearsal, and we start with the downbeat. We start at the beginning and finish when it's over.
Well, that sounds fun.
It is fun, and it's musically very satisfying. You never know because you just never, but it always works out. The soloists are people who have, from the community, who have volunteered to come in and sing the solos, and yeah, it's lots of fun.
And that's going to be at Queen of Angels Catholic Church.
Yeah, on West State Street.
Right, and it's December 4th.
At 2 o'clock.
Well, if people want to come and join in, do you have to know the music already, or what if you're just interested?
If you're just interested, that you can come and sing. There are people there who sing along every year who are pretty familiar with the piece, and they help carry the whole thing along, and it just really works. And it's,
Okay,
it's
so
great.
anybody can come.
Yep.
Anybody can join
Yep.
in or listen
Yep.
or what have you, right?
Many of them are like me. I sang maybe 2 or 3 choruses in high school. Then in college, I had a chance to sing most of it, a good bit of it. And it wasn't until grad school that I was able to sing the whole thing. And I don't have opportunities to sing Messiah now. I look forward to this because I'm singing in the choir while Tom directs it.
Right, and it's kind of a reversal of roles, Daniel, because oftentimes you direct.
That's
so.
it. The three major performances I direct.
Well, now you need to do what he tells you to do. Right?
You bet I
He's
do.
the boss.
That's right. You bet I do. And he takes full advantage of that.
Well, do you have to sign up in advance if you want to come and do the sing along with the Messiah, or do you just show up? You have to sign up, get tickets. How does that work?
You just come.
You just come.
Yep.
On the day of.
And the day of, you just come, and we put people in their sections, and away we go.
Sounds like a real challenge.
Well, yeah, it's
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 You've
unique.
been doing this your 6th year, actually.
Yes, that's right. It's unique. I mean, it's not like if you go to the Philharmonic performance of Messiah, that's its own thing. But this is interactive.
Okay.
It's an interactive Messiah.
Well, good. It sounds delightful.
Yeah.
But we're going to talk a little bit about the rest of the season. The Bach Collegium has a full season. And coming up in February, on February 17th, we have a Baroque festival, right, Daniel?
We have what we call a Baroque festival, which means it's more than just one concert. It's now 2 concerts. Friday night to the 17th, February 17th, is an all-instrumental concert, which is preceded by a German dinner, the likes
Good.
of which
We don't
Bach
have-
himself could have participated.
That's good, because you don't have a chance to eat that good German food too often
There
here
you
in
go.
Fort Wayne, which is an
No,
amazing.
you don't. It's amazing.
It's a
with all
mystery.
it's a mystery to me. Well, we're trying to overcome that.
But that's going to be actually at the Redeemer Lutheran Church.
That's at Redeemer Lutheran Church. That's Friday night, and then
On the 17th.
then Sunday, the 19th,
Of February,
we'll have a choral instrumental, another concert similar to our opening night concert with a full orchestra and all 40 singers in our choir.
Oh, that sounds fun. I mean, the whole weekend you have the German food, and you have the instrumental on Friday night, on the
That's exactly
17th,
right.
on Sunday. Now, then you have one more concert. You have
But the cathedral, the Sunday concert
is
will
in-
be at the cathedral.
at the cathedral.
Yes.
Okay, so you have to remember that different place and
Right,
time.
different place.
Yeah.
Then in May, you have your final concert of the season.
Our final concert is Sunday, May 6th at St. Peter's. Another wonderful place for singing, and we'll have full orchestra and choir also for that.
How do you find, how many people participate in the Bach Collegium? How many people are members of the choir and the orchestra here?
Well, there's about 40 in the choir.
40 in the choir and 14 instruments when we have all of them. We commit ourselves, singers commit themselves to 2 months at a time and conclude those 2-month segments with a major concert,
I see.
which is very convenient for those that have crazy schedules and can't be there for the whole year.
That's
but
a
I'd
good
say
idea.
that most singers do sing with us for the whole year. But there are some very fine musicians in town that just cannot participate for that length and sing either 1 or 2 segments if they can't do the whole thing.
So if someone's out there and they're musically inclined and they want to learn how to become a part of the Bach Collegium, how do they go about doing that?
Phone me,
Phone you.
okay? My number's on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also at the website. You can always
Also at the website, phone me, and they can join at the beginning of any one of the 3 segments. And we just completed 1 segment, so I am auditioning new singers now for segment 2, which will begin November 29th.
Okay, and do the majority of the people that you have, are they returning, or how many new people do you bring in a year that join? And
I'd say 2/3 of the choir are veterans.
Yeah.
And a third, would be the newcomers.
now, how are the acoustics there in the church that you're going to be performing the Messiah, Tom?
Wonderful.
Yeah.
They're wonderful. And we really work hard to present our music in vibrant acoustics.
in churches where they were made to be performed.
That's right. And that's very important, and that's critical. As critical to the music as the period instruments and as the singing style is the space that we do it in.
Well, I think it's going to be a delightful concert. I really hope some of our audience can make it down there. to sing along the Messiah.
Great homemade cookies.
Great homemade cookies, because the Messiah goes on for a while. You have to take a break, right? And you get cookies.
Need nourishment in the middle. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's always good to see you guys on the show, and I look forward to the concert. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having us.
Chuck, very much.
For more information about the Bach Collegium and how you can buy tickets, visit them at bachcollegium.org or call 485-2143. Arts Weekly airs every week, Tuesday through Thursday on College Access Television and most Sundays on WFWA PBS 39. You could also see us on YouTube and Facebook and follow us on Twitter. I'm Chuck O'Connor. Thanks for tuning in to Arts Weekly. Join me next week with Michael Stapleton from the IPFW Department of English and Bob Nance from the Heartland Choir.